Hey guys, my name is Fajira. I'm so happy to have you in my beautiful family, and for my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I appreciate it. And if you're new here and you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, also like this video and also share this video. I'm going to cover everything you need to know about relocating to the UK as a healthcare assistant. This is a common question I've been getting recently. I've also got a good news for you as well. A company recently contacted me to find out how they can recruit people from overseas that they want me to put them through. So once I have that meeting with them, I'll definitely share with you guys so you guys can quickly go and apply. So let's get right into today's video. I've been getting a lot of questions on full details on how you can relocate to the UK as a healthcare assistant and all the documents and everything you need to do. So this video is basically from my experience and also the requirements. My experience with those I have worked with who are currently here, or those who have gotten their visa, who have gotten their certificate of sponsorship, everything they did, that hopefully I will have some of them on this channel soon to explain the process to you. Before they do that, I thought I should share to answer some of your questions in this video. So for you to relocate to the UK now, in the past it used to be doctors and nurses mostly that used to relocate to the UK, but now the UK government has done something very good by adding care workers to the shortage occupation list. That's because they need more carers, which is why this was added in. I think it was approved in December 2021, but it was officially launched on the 15th of February. And I filmed a video on this when it was launched, and I'm grateful to God that a lot of people have gotten testimonies through this channel. So I'm just going to give you step by step what they did right before they come to this channel to tell you what they did, but I'm going to share with you. So for you to be qualified to apply for a job in the UK, you will need to have a well-detailed CV, a professional CV with experiences and with references. Like, ensure that you have a well-detailed CV. In order for you to have a well-detailed CV with experiences, which means you have to have experience in the healthcare sector, because a lot of companies now are looking for people that have experience. So if you're overseas and you're looking for a way to relocate to the UK through the healthcare means, start looking for care homes in the country you're located, or hospitals where you can do an internship or a voluntary work. They don't really need to pay you, just to get that experience, for you to have the basic experience about what the care job looks like, because a lot of people have migrated to the UK through the care job and they have left the job. So it's good for you to have a good understanding by going to volunteer in the hospital or in a health sector or in the health community health center, anywhere you know you can volunteer. And when you go there to volunteer, because you need to volunteer to put that on your CV, as earlier mentioned, a lot of care homes are looking for those with experience. I recruit for my company, and when I see a CV of someone that does not have experience and I see a CV of someone that has experience, I will rather prefer to interview the person that has experience, because that person is going to definitely make the job very easy for me, instead of interviewing the person that does not have experience, because that one is going to give me more job to do by training you. Of course, there will always be training, but if somebody has a clue or has an experience in that area, it makes the job very easy for the organization. For you to get this job, start looking out for where you can get some healthcare experience, so you know exactly what it is. Apart from knowing exactly what it is, it's also going to help you build your mind, because a lot of people cannot deal with end-of-life care. End-of-life care is when you're looking after somebody who you know is going to die, and sometimes that person is going to die in front of you. So just have that experience. So once you have that experience, add it to your CV, but don't put an experience that you were taking care of a family member on your CV, because that's not going to be accepted. Everybody wants someone who has had experience in that, like in that sector. So try and make sure you have some experience from the hospital. Once you have done that, then add it to your CV. I have a video on CV, which I'm also going to leave the link in the description box for you to check it out and see how you can organize your CV. But after you have done that, you can also look out for some courses to do, some healthcare courses that you can do to add to your CV, because a lot of care homes now, they are going to definitely train you, but they want to see that you have that little experience for you to come in first to get more training. So if you can do some of the healthcare courses online, that would definitely boost your CV, so it gives you a better chance of getting a care job. I got some videos as well on some care courses you can do to boost your CV. So once you have done that, make sure you add that to your CV. The next thing you have to do is to start looking for a job. But while you're looking for a job, a lot of people have lost their job offer because of not having their Ielts. So ensure that while you're looking out for a job, you're preparing for your Ielts. I have a video on how you can prepare for your Ielts online without going to a face-to-face class, which I'm also going to leave in the description box. I know of somebody that got a job, and because her Ielts was not ready, the job was given to somebody that her Ielts was ready. So start getting ready. While you're applying for jobs in the care industry, start preparing for your Ielts. So the Ielts you're going to write is UKVI Academy or UKVI General. And some care companies are looking for those that have 4.0 and above, but try to score higher, because some of the care companies are looking for those that their Ielts score is higher than 4.0. So try your best to ensure that when writing your Ielts exam, that your score is above 4.0. It puts you in a better place of getting the job. So the Ielts you write, as earlier mentioned, is either UKVI Academy or UKVI General. A lot of people have been asking me, can I use the Ielts for Canada for UK? No, you can't use the Ielts for Canada for UK. So once that is done, then you're good to go. But if you have a BSc or you have a master's or you have a PhD, what you can use is NERIC or ETIS. I have a video on how you can apply for your NERIC or ETIS, which I'm going to leave in the description box below. So you don't need to write Ielts if you have those, if you have a degree. If you have a BSc and above, you don't need to prepare for Ielts. Just prepare for ETIS and apply for ETIS. I can't remember the particular days it takes for you to get your ETIS certificate. That's what you will use for your visa application. But I'm going to leave the video in the description box so you can follow that instruction and apply for your ETIS. Now, some of the questions I'll be getting is for those that studied in the UK that have UK certificate. If you studied in the UK and you're back in your country and you're looking for a way to come back to the UK through this route, you don't need any Ielts, you don't need any ETIS. All you need is your university certificate, the university you attended in the UK. That's just a certificate you will need to show during your visa application. So you don't need any Ielts. If you have studied in the UK and you've gone back to your country, you don't need Ielts. Now, the next thing you have to do when you have done that is to ensure that you register for your tuberculosis test. Try your best to have your tuberculosis test, because like I said, some companies are looking for those that already have everything ready. And from my experience and with people that have gotten jobs through my channel, the majority of them, I would say out of 100, like 80 of them already have all of these things on ground. So when the company contacted them, do you have this? They were able to give it to the company and they got their job offer. And I know of a lady at the same time that because she didn't have any of this in place, her job offer was taken back from her. And I contacted the company and they told me that they needed people that are ready to do the job immediately, because they are not sure if she's going to pass her Ielts within a particular time that they gave her. So they just had to give it to somebody who was ready. So try to prepare for your Ielts, try to prepare for your tuberculosis. Also start applying for your driving license. Remember, I have mentioned this over and over, and if you follow me, you know I upload a lot of jobs on companies currently recruiting care workers with tier 2 visa sponsorship, and some of the requirements I see most times is you must be driving. Ensure that you have your driving license. This is when to start preparing yourself. This is not when to give up. Apply for your driving license and start learning how to drive. If you don't know how to drive, start learning how to drive. And I would advise that if you're learning how to drive, try to learn how to drive a manual car. I'm not a fan of a manual car, but most of the care homes, the ones I know, most of the people that they have recruited, they ask, can you drive manual or can you drive automatic? That's because manual cars are always cheap in the UK, and I think in every part of the world you get manual car very cheap. So they need people that can drive manual. So while you're preparing all your documents, prepare for your manual driving classes so that you can start driving. So once you are asked that question, you can say yes, you drive a manual car, which will make ways for you. So once your driving license is ready, always make sure you add it to your application. Each time you're applying to a care home, also make sure that you can drive. In your cover letter, if it's an application that has to do with your cover letter, put it in your cover letter that you're a driver, you've been driving for so number of years. Put it there so that it will encourage them to invite you for an interview. Then also on your CV, you can add it, driving license holder. You can put that, because even some jobs in the UK, yeah, even as a UK resident, they want to know if you have a car or if you drive, because if you don't drive, it further makes things difficult for them. They will have to start looking for somebody that drive, that they will pair up with, especially care homes that do domiciliary care. They'll prefer those that drive. So try and make sure that you add it when you're submitting your application. Don't leave it. So, and also ensure you apply for your police clearance. Police clearance is kind of DBS check in the UK. So before you get any job that has to do with care or social care or some other, you have to do DBS check in the UK, which is equivalent to police clearance. And the police clearance, you have to do it in a country you have lived in the last 12 months. For your police clearance, ensure that the country where you're applying from is a country that you have resided in the last 12 months. Then once you have that, you're good to go. Just make sure that you have these documents and you just keep applying for jobs. Like I said, as you're applying for jobs, put in to say you've had all of this on your cover letter, so it makes the employer, oh, this person has got this. For instance, if 2 people apply for a job and one person has said, I've got this, I've got that, I want to look out for the person that have gotten the things that are close to what I want, rather than looking out for the other person that have not gotten anything. So this is basically from those who have gotten their jobs in the UK, which hopefully I will have them soon on this channel for them to explain further to you. So while you're doing that, don't stop applying. Do your independent search. I'm going to leave a link to the license sponsor. So another thing you can do to help your search is go to that list. There are lots of care homes on that list. And like I said, a care home contacted me recently to ask me how they can go about overseas recruitment. A lot of care homes don't advertise their roles. So do your independent search. Ensure you use that link. I'm going to leave all the links in the description box below. The link on how you can write a professional CV, the link to how you can write a professional cover letter, the link to your ethics, how you can apply for ethics, the link to how you can prepare for your Ielts online without going face to face. I have got all those videos on my channel. I'm going to leave them in the description box below. So while you are applying for a job, like I said, and I'm also going to leave the link to the license sponsors, so you can start looking out for care homes there. A lot of care homes don't really advertise openly, but they are recruiting. Somebody I knew got a job recently from Indeed. She applied to a company, a care company, that's they just advertised, but they did not add that they are sponsoring visas. So from what she told me, they thought she was in the UK initially, and she was like, oh, she will need sponsorship. By the time she got the offer, so, oh really? They didn't even ask any more questions because they already have their license. What they did was just to ask for her details, and they applied for her course for her. And as I speak to you, she's getting ready to move to the UK. So use Indeed, use Total Jobs, use Glassdoor, like use all of this. They have worked for a lot of people that have been in touch with me. So you do your independent search. A lot of people who have gotten this job, they went extra. So be ready to go extra. Like, you know, I used to upload videos on care companies currently recruiting with visa sponsorship. If you go through my channel, you'll see a lot of them. But what happens once one YouTuber uploads, before you know, the next 100 YouTubers, they are uploading the same job, and before you know, the company has received thousands of jobs applications, and at the end of the day, they may end up just shutting their website to say they are not recruiting. That happened recently. I uploaded a video on a care company currently recruiting international applicants, and it was on their website, and by the time I uploaded the video, not so long, they've changed it that they are not receiving applications. So I contacted them, and they told me that in the past few hours, they've gotten thousands of applications. So what they did was just to update their website that they are not recruiting. So you can see how competitive it is. And even people in the UK are looking for this same job that you're applying from overseas. So it's really, really competitive, and you have to stand out. So, and like I said, do your independent search. I'm going to leave the link to the list of license sponsors. Go through it one after the other. You can make it a routine. Today I'm going from A to B. Tomorrow I'm going from B. Just keep going to different care. It's hard work. But I know people who have done it and it has worked for them, and in the next few months they will be here in the UK. Give it a try. Go to Indeed, register with Indeed, register with Total Jobs, register with Glassdoor, register with Adzuna, Register with LinkedIn. Like, share the video on job sites you can register to enable you get a job. Do register with them and start looking for a job. So my beautiful people, this is the easiest, the quickest way to relocate to the UK. If you have all of this in place, just keep applying. Like I said, this is not when to give up. Don't give up. A few people have messaged me telling me that they want to give up. If you want something, you will go for it, isn't it? So this is not when to give up. This is the easiest route. Like, this scheme is supposed to be for 1 year, from February to next year, February. We don't know if it's going to extend, but why is still open. Try to take advantage of it and get yourself here as soon as possible. So guys, we've come to the end of this video, and I hope you find it helpful. And if you do, share this video with your friends, share it with your loved ones, and also do not forget to give it a thumbs up, and do subscribe to join our beautiful family. I share jobs almost all the time with visa sponsorship, so stay tuned, turn on the notification, so each time I share, you're going to be the first person to quickly apply to those companies. All right, take care, and bye bye for now.